year of me being in VShojo was a great blast. It was awesome. Everything was so much smoother. The contract was way better than I'd ever had from anything, right? I was very happy. The problem for me kind of started arising the second year. The second year, everything started being a little bit more disjointed. Of course, I'm trying to be careful with what I say here, of course. The second year, you might have noticed that there wasn't as much VShojo collaborations, like full group collaborations. Everyone kind of started doing their own thing, and like not really doing stuff associated with like the name of VShojo. It was more like their own thing. Did you guys notice that on the second year I was in? That's not a coincidence, you know. There's been stuff, right, going on. But the thing is, I guess the one thing I'd say is just a lot of empty promises. You might say, so obviously we didn't know about how dire this situation was until very, very recently, right? However, there were problems, right? And the thing is, I feel like a lot of people on the internet, especially in this like VTuber sphere, are very stupid and immature in the sense that when they hear being part of a company and they're like, oh my god, company has bad side, then they just go onto the, then why the hell are you still in the company type of shit, right? The reason why a lot of us, well, I don't want to speak for everyone, but definitely for some people, including me, to stay, before knowing about this charity thing, by the way, this is before any of that, but for that extra year, it's because we had meetings. We had meetings with Gun and other people talking about like what we don't like and what we want to see improved. And we were told that things were going to improve. We were told that things were going to change. We were told that our stuff was being, you know, took seriously, right? And, you know, the reason I mentioned about the immaturity of, why don't you just leave that? Because if you have a job, right, in real life, and you're not just like a fucking chronically online little bitch boy, then you know that most fucking companies have downsides, right? And it's very rare that a company will actually talk to you about their downsides and say, hey, you know what, you're right, I am going to change this in the company. So, obviously, a lot of people were giving second chances, third chances to the company, extending the period of time where they're still in here, right?